Welcome back to the fucking thing. YouTube people, this will be episode 50. Wow, we're getting up there. We left off with Sam getting killed. No, I'm sorry, Dean getting killed. And Sam and Bobby have been apprehended. Still no sign of Castiel, but...
Fucking God.
I'm sure he's coming.
Do we need to do any kind of time jump?
Huh? What do you mean? I'm legit dragging this guy through the town.
I know, like I didn't know if you wanted to say you dragged this guy through the town and you're now back at your apartment or something, or wherever you were going.
It depends on who else
I
runs
was
away
going to
from
be
me.
searching, scanning constantly to see if I saw anyone run off. And then I wanted to follow them and see where they were going to go.
Right now, it's a game between if he sees them and can follow them before I kill them.
I'm gonna roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll some dice, and if it's over a particular number, I'm gonna write this number down so I can't cheat.
You're going to kill one, then they're all going to run. You're like, wow, there's a lot of them.
Gotta kill the whole town.
It's hunting season!
So that means
I'm screaming like the Punisher in the middle of the
Right.
town.
Where's the shit?
Where are you?
I need you
Where the other Nadraghs going?
to tell me what your perception score is.
What? Where's Water?
3.
I'm gonna roll these because I need you to not know if you failed or passed.
We could have about that anyway.
Can I also participate in the searching?
Give me a second.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, Dan, you wanted to participate in this crowd
Are
searching?
you looking for just a plus?
Yeah.
Mine's not higher than his, so never mind.
Okay. Doesn't really matter because Joe natted that. So with your 23,
Hell yeah.
as you're moving through, you do
I have
not
a
see
+2.
anyone else run.
Mhm.
But you do see as Leo's dragging this guy through and yelling out. What are you yelling again?
Oh, I was just yelling like the Punisher at this point. I assumed I had picked up some of his brother's blood and had wiped it across my face.
That's fair.
And,
You got a little bit in your mouth hole. That's fine.
It's not a little bit. Probably a good amount.
Anyway, you're just yelling as you drag him?
Oh, yeah, I'm just yelling and scanning.
Okay. You see, as you're coming across, you get a lot of reactions from this, from crowds gathering as you're doing this. But you see one that definitely catches you off guard. And his eyes go real wide for a second. And then he just kind of, real calm, he doesn't do anything. Like all of a sudden, like there's realization you see in his eyes. Like he was about to react.
He goes catatonic instead.
It doesn't go catatonic, but he's really trying to play it cool. That's what you would have noticed. It would have definitely, because everyone's like, oh my God, like what the fuck? Like clear thing through.
Is he
Or you're,
moving
huh?
anywhere? Is he moving anywhere? Or
No.
is he just standing?
He's just standing there watching, but he's not reacting. He looks maybe a little nervous.
Alright, I'm going to keep back and keep my eye on him.
I'd be a lot of nervous.
Okay. How long are you keeping him?
Stay, are his eyes glazed?
You can, if Joe points him out, you can do that.
I'm not pointing him out until he does anything.
He doesn't do anything. He just watches you go by.
Okay. That's gonna be the guy I want to start following if something happens.
Are you gonna, if something happens?
Well,
He's trying to
I'm
follow
follow
him.
I want to see if he's gonna go anywhere or do something.
All right,
'Cause
so are you
everyone's
gonna-
been trying to break off to go somewhere, and I want to know where that somewhere is.
Okay. You would move out of sight. He doesn't react. He's watching, but he doesn't react. Oh no. I must have dropped some beer on my notebook. And it's all fucking
Drunk.
like bleedy now.
Oh no.
Is anybody just overly reacting?
No, that's what he rolled for. You don't see anyone
I'm
overly.
moving on to the next area at this point.
All right. But this guy doesn't move off. But you move out of sight. Are you going to try and like
Pursue him.
hide back and watch?
Yeah,
All right, give me a stealth.
There's a crowd, so disappear into it.
It's been Assassin's Creed.
22.
You could go up a building.
You manage. You kind of moving around. You kind of slink into the crowd. and you kind of move up on him. And as soon as you guys are out of sight, he breaks for it, and you follow him. So right now, you fucking split the party again, Joe.
Oh yeah.
As Joe does.
I've been trying so hard to do it. Yeah, what are you guys doing? Because he just stealthed off, and I'm covered in blood yelling in the middle of the town.
I assume we know what he's doing.
I'm just waiting for people to show up while you're yelling.
Okay, so you're just calmly
I
falling
mean,
behind.
my whole goal is just to see where he's going, then I'll report back. But that's
Well,
You just
I don't want to
sink
go.
into the shadows with all your ears. Ah!
All right, Alex. No one openly reacts. No one approaches you as you're doing this. Where are you taking this dude?
Like the middle of the town.
All right, just town square, town
Oh,
center.
yeah.
You know, not too far off from the bothersome Pimentia grinder.
Sure.
It's that magic shop where, when April's character had the hand, it pretzeled that lady's
Oh, yeah,
arm.
you're right. Yeah, I'm going there.
Pretzeled.
Twizzler's a better, I guess.
Oh, okay.
For meat Twizzler.
I would say Slim Jim.
Yeah, Slim Jim did snapped into that shit.
Has to snap right on into that. Art thou bored? Cream of the crop. I keep on saying that all the time now.
you have to. How can you?
So we're gonna go Joe here for a few minutes. This dude kind of gives a wide berth, but he starts heading towards the western side of town, which you would know would exit out of town into Bufo Madina, and then from there out into the Milk Beetle Plains. But you follow him along, and he's kind of moving through back alleys and stuff. And maybe every now and then he stops and he talks to someone else, and they join him. And so by the time they get to their destination, there's like 4 of these dudes, like just random people, like men, women, different races, just people, and
All kind of equally.
yeah. And you get to this rundown kind of, it looks like maybe an old apartment building, but it's built like its back is right on the main wall of town. Like when the Kessin, the Prussian Bay Trading Company came in and built the wall around the fort, like this building is
right
touching
on the
that
edge.
wall.
Which is it? So, part of Kessin's wall is on sea and part of it's on land. Which
Well, it opens up to sea. There's no wall on the sea portion.
It's like this.
In the wall, yeah, it's
Okay.
like a cup, and
Okay.
it actually extends out into the water a little bit.
okay, So-
But there, if Kessin is, I don't know how to do it. Like if you're looking at a map like this, and over here is the sea portion, and where my hands touch is the exit out.
yeah,
They're going like over here.
okay. Kind of halfway in the middle of one of the 2 sections.
Like 75% to the exit into the town.
Okay.
Or out of the town.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And they all go into this apartment. And you rolled pretty good on your stealth. And these people they're on alert, but they're not,
Actively.
they don't have that kind of training like that you do.
Okay.
So they are unsuccessful on spotting you as they kind of stop and they scan around. And then all 4 of them go into this apartment building.
Okay.
And they close the door behind them.
All right. That's all I wanted to know. I'm gonna go back and try and find our party. Make note of where this is.
Okay. It's not hard to find these guys because Leo's fucking yelling,
I have a question.
causing a lot of commotion. Yes.
Did we ever... So, do either one of us know what those creatures were? Do we remember what those creatures were?
Remember?
The head creatures?
Yeah.
Was
I
I
a
in that party?
No.
Pat? Yeah.
You are the only 2 people here who have encountered this before.
That's what... So wait, me and who?
Dan.
Yeah.
Because when you
Chris's
came
character
across
died.
that weird guy walking through the Milk Beetle
that's
Plains.
Right. We're the only people who are left.
Yeah. And I think maybe you came across another one, but it was with Lord Var in the swamp, I think.
Yeah, and then there was the town.
And only you were there for that.
At
out
this
of the
point.
Yeah.
So, where are you in correlation to me?
Near.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look at you and I ask, are the apparitions, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead?
I don't know if I even know that.
You have an ability that would tell you that.
Yeah.
Are you using your ability?
Yeah.
Aberration.
Aberration. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it'll tell me if they're aberrations or not.
Yeah. What does your ability do? Read it.
Divine sense.
I'm sure it does. Read it. Jake. Asverth would also know that during your time in the Deep Roads, especially when you got closer to the Caniculum, you kept trying to use your Divine Sense ability, and it just wasn't working right. Because
It's
Cosmos,
basically just good or evil.
I'm sure it does.
You might be thinking of the cleric spell.
Because I've had to answer this question before.
The good or evil one
Oh,
is called
Celestial
Detect
Fiend
Good and
Undead.
Evil.
Sorry. Celestial Fiend Undead. That's all it says.
Okay.
As much as I'd like to know.
Celestial Fiend or Undead. Don't you have... Give me just a second.
Nature.
Well, that would be... You could try it. It would... I'll warn you. It would be a very high roll to try and sort. Jake, you would recognize... Nope, never mind. Hang on.
Oh shit!
My statements may be false.
They have ovens there. Are they making it? I hope so.
Pizza? What?
Huh? Over the little
I'm hungry.
bar thing, there's just two kids, and he's like, "Are they making it?"
Oh, God. Child pizzeria.
They gotta make those chairs before summer.
Let's see. Sorry, we got some dead air.
We're thinking.
Thinking of,
not
like-
very loud.
No, we're not
horrible way
sorry.
to force
Deal with
children
it.
to
Sometimes there's
cook
no
pizzas.
noise.
It's like, go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Hey there, Buckaroo. You want to know how pizzas are made? Yeah. All right, get your ass to work.
Did you not have Detect Good or Evil?
Yeah, I have Detect Evil and Good.
Our next sponsor should be Butter Bars.
Or
Oh,
Rebel.
God.
What the fuck are butter bars? Just sticks of butter?
Oh, no.
Sticks of butter dipped in sugar.
My heart doesn't feel so good.
Are they deep fried?
No, it's just
Just on a sketch.
Okay,
Yeah.
it is Detect Evil and Good that gives you that more detailed information. So, yeah, Divine Sense, Fey, Fiend, Undead.
I assume I'm not moving too fast, so I would also assume you guys can all hear me as I ask him what the fuck are these things again.
Yeah.
My dad went a little healthier than that when he was around. Yeah, he put the butter and sugar on bread.
Oh.
So-
Yeah, you gotta get that whole grain.
Yeah, you gotta cut it down a little bit. Anyway, so
I don't currently have it prepared, but
Okay.
we could if we just want to hold on to this guy
unless if this is what you're thinking, you could ask your other paladin or cleric.
for a while. Yeah, do either of you?
You can ask me too. I don't know.
You're not there yet.
Yeah, I'm asking.
You're traveling
I
back
just
while
want
this
to know if anybody
conversation
has
is happening.
Detect Good and Evil prepared.
Oh, I got it prepared.
Do it.
You mind laying it on him?
Yeah, sure. You see.
Cast it on Leo.
Yeah, I know that motherfucker's bad.
I got like.
So are you
paragraphs
casting it,
back.
Jake?
Yeah. Let me
Okay,
go
I've got it right here. For the duration is 10 minutes. Casting time, 1 action. You know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. Spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot stone, 1 inch common metal, thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
So basically, anybody on the streets like
Yeah.
this,
But
we
no,
should be able to
Within 30 feet.
So no. So does he get to know which one it is? That's all I need to know.
You know if there is.
I know
As
if there is
well-
one, as well as where the creature is located.
But no,
Yeah.
do you know which one it is? I need to know which one it is so I can
Oh.
scan a mile.
For the duration.
That's a great question.
Mm.
It
Yeah,
doesn't.
should be. I mean, if I know if it is any of those, it says I know if it's any of those and
if
where.
it's any of them.
Yeah, and where the creature's located, so I would be able to determine.
Yeah, I can't determine the area, but I can. Oh, but it doesn't give me the number either. It doesn't really matter then.
We just need to find where they're all at.
Yeah, I can't
Which
find
I
their
found.
location though.
What does yours give you then?
I would say you would know.
They're within
like
60 feet of me, pretty much.
it would be very useless for this spell to say yes or no. Is there an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you?
What level of spell is it?
It is first level spell. I mean, because what it would say, like, yes, one of those is next to you.
Yeah.
As you're standing next to an elf.
All
As
of
you're
those things.
standing next to an Azamar. As
Yeah.
you're, you know,
As you're standing next to basically one of
as
each.
you're standing next to a tiefling. It would need to have. Other words, it's like that magic wand you guys almost bought that can detect magic items,
Detects itself.
but it also counts itself, so it's just always off. Like, yes, there's a magic item within 30 feet of you because it's detecting itself. This is essentially the same thing.
That's awesome.
Effective.
You would know that this is an aberration,
Okay.
and very clearly it's pinpointed right at this dude. Aberration,
Are there more of them nearby?
I
not
point
within
him out.
30 feet.
I point the guy out.
No, I think it's talking
Oh.
about the guy that I'm carrying.
Yeah, the guy that Leo's dragging.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what Leo wanted to know. What is this dude?
Do we still need this guy?
Nah.
I shoot him in the face.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll because he would have disadvantage, and I know the Akantor is just gonna obliterate his 7 HP.
What about the brain HP still?
I would say a point blank shot directly into center mass would.
Big enough?
Yeah, it would be definitely like coup de grace kind of. Anyway, Jake. So yeah, you would pick up this thing's aberration.
Yep.
All right.
So if Joe makes it back, do you want to follow to their hangout, hideout?
I'd say at about this time you would make it back.
Be like, hey guys, I found him. Let's go.
I start running in the direction you just came from.
Yep.
You
Keep your senses
I'm also running.
open.
Yeah.
In case, there's some of them lying in wait or something like that.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they've had a chance to coordinate at this point.
you would follow Kane to this apartment building, and it's an old, looks like abandoned apartment building built into the wall, built up against the wall of the fort. Yeah.
I worry
what
that
Joe
it goes down or out.
Yeah, probably both.
We'll find out.
I-
Who's kicking this door down?
Before I go run off after them, I take a quick second to take what used to be Sam and put his body off to the side of the road.
Pee on it!
And I cover it with a sheet, say a quick prayer, and tell the guards to please take care of this.
Okay. They're definitely okay.
Yeah.
And then I would say you can catch up. I'm not gonna make you.
I'll just be running a little bit behind.
The 6'4" Dragonborn steps up to the door.
There's a Bruce when you...
What are you guys? You guys are outside of this apartment building.
I have yelled out loud. Who's kicking down this
My
door?
character is actually stronger than Bruce now. So
I'll knock on the door.
No answer.
I kick.
Walthrop, I'm here to talk to you. It's me, Asverth.
No answer. Your ability is still going,
I'm sure it is.
and you're not picking up
Can I roll to kick
any
the
aberrations
door
within
down?
30 feet.
Well, that could be because of the wall.
Yeah.
I'm rolling to kick the door down.
Do you...
Athletics.
Yeah.
So you walk up, you bang on the door, no answer. Walthrop, no answer. And Kendall's like, I got it. And just kind of,
I just stand aside like, be my guest.
how bad you do?
23.
You did not bad at all. You blow this door off its hinges into the apartment. And you look in and it, do you go in or what are you doing? I guess that's the first one.
I'm stepping in.
You
Yes.
step in,
I'm
you see
definitely going in.
dust covered, obviously not lived in. But you can see there's
Are there
a,
footprints
covered?
where they've walked through
Yeah.
them?
I would say looking, you can definitely see there's a path that they've gone into and it leads straight back into the apartment. And you go to the back and you can see there's a bookshelf that you can see it's been like dragged out. And you would definitely, you'd be able to, I'm not going to make you roll because I
Is
would
it
presume.
dark in here?
It's dim. It's daylight outside. And in here there's no lighting, so I would definitely say you're in dim lighting. But it's not unseeable dark. It's,
Okay.
you're in a room with windows with no lights on during the daytime.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I'll
can
be
tell.
sure to put my goggles back on.
Okay.
What's
pushing the
behind the
bookshelf?
bookshelf?
Move the
Or the
bookshelf.
bookshelf's been moved back?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move it.
Hole in the wall. In the back of the wall, and then through the wall of the town that
Now
leads
I
out.
cast light on my shield.
No, it's just a
hole straight through the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, the out of town?
Out of town.
Okay.
Yeah, that
We
means
see like
Never
light
mind.
coming through on the other side.
I don't
What's that?
need light
Like we see
in the
light and
sunlight.
stuff.
Yeah, you definitely see. You see the outside
I
of
think
the.
it's not that deep.
No, I mean like this hole is maybe like 4 or 5 feet, and then
Okay.
it's back outside. It's it's just through the wall in the back of the apartment,
Okay.
and then through the city wall.
Oh,
Which
I'm running.
It is a
through.
breach in the
Yeah.
city's defenses.
it is a breach in the city's defenses. Yes. You're running. Are you guys following him?
Did we see
Yeah.
any guards
Yeah.
outside nearby on our way over?
Not in a while. They don't patrol these back roads.
That's a good
Streets.
thought, actually. We should probably tell a guard about the whole.
Pizza's here.
Yeah. I think I definitely want to. I don't know. I'm gonna say before we run through, we should just at least tell one guard and then go through.
Are you gonna go back out and look for a guard?
Yeah. Sure.
Just give me a perception check.
17.
It takes you. You get out and you run for maybe a minute, and you see a guard. What do you yell out to this guard?
I'm gonna hey, and flag him down and say, we found a hole in the wall inside of this building.
And you direct him to it. He would follow you to it,
Yeah.
and then he would take. He's like, "Oh no! Like I'll get the builders on this right away."
Yeah.
And then you would disappear through with everyone else.
Yeah.
So, you guys are now on the other side of the wall.
So now it's got to be a lot harder to find them.
We have a tracker. Shouldn't be that bad.
You have a tracker who's currently upstairs getting pizza.
It's for a good
You
cause.
guys discuss amongst yourself what you think you want to do while I get caught up on notes for just a second.
We should track him.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. If for the next 10 minutes my
We
spider
probably
sense
should
tingles, I'll
have found a way to
point
get
out.
our mounts. They're probably on
They're
foot.
probably on foot too, though.
I know.
Everything.
I don't know how long they're gonna be.
Joe went and found a guard to alert them to the hole in the wall.
Unfortunately, I don't have my.
What did I see
Well-
when I broke through?
Oh, I can communicate with my celestial steed, so I'm going to tell it to start heading my way.
Okay. Your steed starts heading your way. Alex, you see Bufo Madina. You're in the Toad City. But you don't see anything else.
Wait, where am I
Outside of the fort walls.
at? Yeah, like, do I see them running?
No, they've been gone long enough that they're out of eye shot.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to track them.
So what do I see?
You're in the Toad City.
All right.
You're just outside of the city walls.
I want to cast primal awareness.
Primal Rage, great game.
And I can.
It really
It's
is.
my turn to have a garlic.
I don't want to see if there's any aberration within a mile.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can pick out a good number of them. Some of them.
I don't know the location of them though.
Okay,
And I can't tell the number. I just only know they're within a mile.
they are within a mile.
They're within a mile.
We're within a mile of the city. Okay.
They're still here either way. I'm going back in the city. I'm assuming.
We're tracking these ones.
Are you guys getting my horse?
They're on foot.
Can.
You think they're on foot?
Do we?
Maybe they're on all 4 feet now.
How about you look down for tracks?
I'm not good at. Until they get into grassy land or forest, I can't really track them.
I mean, I think you.
We're gonna roll a. Would it be survival to track them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Whoa! It's on the side. Other side.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Natural 20.
There you go.
Which equates to 23.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 20. So
So when I come out of the hole, they're like, they went that way. How do you know? They just did.
if you guys need to go back and try and get your rides, I have mine coming to me, so I can try and pursue.
Yeah, you would be able to kind of tell from looking around. You can begin to pick up the start of what path they've gone on. There will be multiple checks to see if you can keep up on their path.
Oh, that's good. Okay, tell me when we're in grassy land or forest.
Okay.
We're going to the milk.
You would know that the Milk Beetle Plains would count as grassy land. So if they get out of the city area that you're in, you would then be...
Does somebody want to go back and get the rest of the rides?
I'll summon my steed
with
and
our-
head back towards our mounts.
My mount is coming to me, so...
Can we see? Can
My
we
steed's
just see if
already
there's
summoned.
other tracks other than just?
Well, it sounds like you should be going back for the rest.
What do you mean?
Oh, can we determine if they're even on mounts and that's even worth it? Like,
You
on
would...
foot?
Yeah, give me a nature check.
At least I thought I could summon a mount.
9.
Oh yeah, fine.
I
Steed.
think you have fine
it
steeds. So you always
prepared?
have it with you.
We should.
If
You have no idea.
It is. It's one of my prepared spells.
Everyone should check to see if they can see if there's any tracks other than just feet. Nature.
He's trying to see if they're on...
Does a 4 tell me anything?
No, you have no idea.
Is it nature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can try, but like I said, until they get into my domain. Oh, 21 though.
You'd see they're on foot.
They're on their feet.
I don't think we need our mounts. I don't think it's a problem if we're 10 minutes behind.
No,
them.
go get our mounts. We're
It's
gonna start
take
running.
us. It's gonna
Alright.
take us longer to go back and get our mounts.
Asverth goes back to get your mounts.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
cast
you
Find
four-
Steed and ride back to our mounts.
Okay. You 4 start following them on foot. So you got the initial roll to set you on the right path to find them. This is going to require more than that roll to see if you can maintain that path.
Okay. How long will I have to wait for my horsey horse to catch up?
It would take 2 or 3 minutes. So Jake, I would say you're probably like to get back
They'll pass each other.
to where it
That's what I
is
say, he's going back.
2 or 3 minutes. Gather the mounts 3 or 4 minutes to get back. Another. It will probably take a few more, like 4 or 5 minutes, just dealing with that many animals. And
Yeah.
some of them are lizards.
Just throw them
Some of them
along.
are probably trying to eat my spirit horse. I don't know.
No, they're trained.
They're good boys. They eat. We give
They're
them-
definitely carnivores, but they're trained not to eat your horse.
Yeah, I'll take the 60 feet of movement speed over 30 feet. We'll make up ground. I assume they're running at this point.
And then
so.
we do a Legolas onto the mounts as they run up to
Yeah.
us.
Oh man,
Anyway.
hold the rings. I don't care.
Well, what I might do is grab you,
Hmm?
and we'll go off after them once we get to the plains.
I just need to know once we hit my dominion.
Why don't you guys give me? You move. It's gonna take. Like this is a Bufo Madina is very large, so riding through it on a mount, leaving the city wall, and then getting out of Bufo Madina into the Milk Beetle Plains, it's still like a 15-minute casual ride on horseback.
So we got a little ways to go.
You have a little ways to go.
I hope we're all ready to try our survival hands.
Oh, once we get to my dominion, I can handle it from there.
Okay. Give me. I want to make you do. So walking it, it's going to take you about 30 minutes on foot. But you know, in about 10, maybe 15 minutes, your mounts should arrive. So why don't you give me one more check for seeing if they're on foot, following them while you're still on foot, and then once you get your mounts, we'll do another one to make sure you can keep their trail.
Survival.
Sweet.
Survival.
21.
Yeah, I got a 22.
Dang.
Dan gave me the first one, so we're going with Dan's. But your 21's still good. You managed to maintain the tracks. And they're actually not leading onto the main road leading Bufo Madina. They're kind of heading almost
Are they going off to a town I've been in before?
northeast. No, they're not. But they're heading kind of deeper into Bufo Madina. Here's another question. Do you guys have an ability to alert Asverth where you guys are going?
I'll have my horse go back and lead him then.
Okay, because your horse can find you, so.
I have a mile of range on it, so
Okay, so you would, Asverth, you're heading towards the thing.
You enter the town and there's another horse spiritually during this.
And you see another...
Jack Horseman, like, yeah, right this way, guys.
Come on.
You would recognize
All right, come
his
on.
spirit horse right up to you, and it's riding alongside of you. You would probably assume that it's there to guide you to wherever they are.
Yeah, I think I'd be familiar with his found steed.
Yep. But on the way through the town while you're on foot, you guys do start to notice that you're not alone out there, but not for the quarry you're looking for. You round a corner, and who's in first?
That's what I want to know.
It'll probably be me since I have to.
Yeah, who's leading the whoever's leading the survival check?
Yeah.
Well, you did the last one.
Yeah.
You run
Yeah.
full body check into a zombie as you turn a corner.
Oh.
Oh, I don't like them.
I'll say that
Zombies are bad.
you're moving. Well, you were moving with enough force to just knock it on. Why don't we do
And I'm coming up right
a
behind
couple
him.
strength saves?
Okay.
You versus them.
They rolled 2.
20. Non-natural.
Natural 17 over here, which would be, I think, for a zombie, it would be right at 17. So you barrel into it. It staggers back for a second, but it doesn't fall. I'll give you an opportunity here. You're kind of surprised, but it's more surprised, I guess. So you can take an action here before we
Spider-Man meme.
move further.
Okay. Can I just get 2 attacks?
Yeah.
That's one of the best memes ever.
Does a 21.
Oh yeah.
Okay, then they both hit. So
Yeah.
How far behind him am I? Because I was also tracking.
You would be coming around the exact same corner. Like you guys were moving together.
Yeah.
Right.
So he turns the corner, and all of a sudden you see him stop. So you guys stop, and you see he ran into a zombie.
I'll give him a good old 21.
And immediately he whips. Are you using
The
your?
long sword for now.
He whips his walking stick up, and it turns into a long sword. And he just. How much?
21.
Let me double check.
How many are there?
Just the one.
Just one.
Yeah, even if you don't kill us, I'm just gonna run past him.
If he's downed, one zombie's fine.
Yeah, you cut him down, no trouble. You guys just move on.
Can I grab him real quick and look and see if he has any markings of the red eye?
You could, but you would remember to see the markings of the red eye required something special.
Oh, that Alex has.
Yeah,
Alex,
it's
check him for the red eye.
Yeah, you. There's no stopping Leo at this point.
Just I'm trying to remember. Does he have to wear it?
He has to hold it up to his eye, but he's running. He's
Okay.
not stopping.
I'll just drag the zombie with us for a minute then.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
I've got strength.
Okay.
I feel like at this point I can see like grassland and forest, so
I'm just
Well, you're moving, like you were heading towards the grassland, and you started veering off
okay.
deeper into the city.
Oh, we're still in the city.
You're still in Bufo Madina,
Okay.
the city, and you're moving kind of. You thought you were going to grassland, and then it slowly turned off, and you're
Okay.
moving deeper into the
Well,
city.
then I definitely still don't want to lose them, so I'm not gonna stop yet.
I'm just gonna cart him along.
Okay. Why don't?
We're outside Fort Kessin, but not outside the city.
Yeah, you're not outside the city. So, you guys, it's still not enough time for Asverth to be back with the mounts. Give me one more survival check, because this has taken an unexpected turn.
21.
Okay, that's plenty good. You're keeping up the path, and it's still veering deeper into the city. Maybe you guys come across and you run past a couple other zombies here. They start moving towards you, but they're zombies, so they're moving really slow. So you guys just running past them is enough to keep them out of arm's reach. And Asverth, at this point, you're outside of the fort, and you're following Dan's mount.
It said nay,
Into the
nay to
city.
you.
Yeah.
So are these zombies like normal?
Unless you speak Celestial.
Which I
Is
don't.
this like a normally inhabited part of the
Very
city?
panicked, Nene.
No, not by zombies. This part of the city is not populated. No.
Oh, okay.
The
Remember, the fort's
Bufo
still on,
Madina
yes.
is completely abandoned except for Fort Kessin,
Okay.
So-
Why?
because the fort just hasn't moved into the
They're
city.
not that big.
This is, you may not know from the start of this campaign, but essentially the Prussian Bay Trading Company found this continent and they came across this massive, ancient, abandoned city. And so they found a part of it that had a nice bay for, like docks and whatnot.
Oh.
And they settled that part, and they built the walls around that portion, and that's Fort Kessin. Fort Kessin is a part of the city.
And they made
The buildings you're in are the same kind of buildings.
It's kind of like Attack on Titan.
Kinda, yeah.
Except that they made the goblins pay for the wall.
Yeah.
Shit. But anyway, the rest of the city is completely unoccupied. I don't know. You never went down into the caniculum with them.
I mean, my character was, because I was there for the last day of it.
Yeah, he was down there.
So you were down fighting in the caniculum, and the entrance to the caniculum is out in the city here, and you would know you're not close to it, to the entrance.
Not this one, at least.
Yeah.
That's my going theory.
So you guys run for a few minutes, and give me one final survival check. There's another.
Are we all rolling it?
Whoever tells me the number first is what I'm going with.
22.
Fucking Christ, dude. You were rolling hot. Hot tonight.
What's even your modifier to survival?
3.
Yeah.
Good lord.
You rolled a 19.
Just killing it.
Jeez.
That is bananas. You would see as you're coming up, you see another building, and the door to this building is standing open, and it's kind of moving a little bit. Like it's recently was thrown open, and it's kind of slowly swinging back closed.
Cool.
And you would run into it. And it's about this time, Asverth, that you and the mounts roll up onto them.
As we get to the destination.
Right as you're getting ready to. What are you guys going to do about this building? Are you running in?
So is the door open? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go in.
Yeah, I'm running. I'm still running.
Yeah, you roll up on them
lit?
as they're all rolling, like running into this building. No, it's not lit.
If you have it in you, you might divine sense again.
If it's dim light in there, then
I will
that's
once I
fine,
get
but
inside.
if it's not,
Okay.
I'm going to...
Same situation before. It's still dim
So we have
light.
a little
Okay.
situational awareness.
So what do I see when I shoulder check that door open?
You shoulder check that door open, and you run in, and you are in a room, and you see there's a large hole in the center floor of this room, maybe like 6 feet wide, and you see 4 corpses without heads lying around the rim of this hole.
Oh man, I dark vision myself real quick.
All right,
Around the
I assume
rim,
the hole's
like
dark.
at the bottom of it or at the top?
at the top, in the room you're in.
So they drop
I'm
their
going in
brands
after
down the hole.
What's that?
So they drop their brands down the hole.
Looks like it. Yes.
Do I recognize these 4 bodies as the ones that I saw earlier?
Perception.
19.
Yeah, you would recognize that.
That got us.
All right.
Is it just like a sheer drop from what I can tell? Or?
It would probably be. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
It would be probably like 20 feet down, and then you can see it kind of. He starts to even out.
I am so stupid.
What?
I did not know I could do this. I can conjure riding horses.
What?
I can conjure riding horses.
Oh, how many?
Huh?
How many?
8.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ.
The riding horse is a quarter CR.
Shit. Well, you guys should just go sell your mounts.
Well,
How long do they last, though? Only an hour?
Yeah, an hour.
Well, in a pinch, now you know.
Yeah.
If all of our mounts are dead,
Asverth, you would hop down and head in and see the same side as well.
does it, judging by the fact that they cut their heads off, does it seem like it's something that we could go through, or does it narrow?
Give me a medicine check.
I assume they cut their own heads off. That's like a 12.
12,
Oh, sorry, 13.
13.
Nat 20. 24.
You like, I wonder if they cut their own heads off and toss them down the well. And you go and you start inspecting the neck, and you're like, clearly the head's missing. And so you roll up and be like, I believe I might be able to tell, because that's what Kane Deckard sounds like.
Yeah.
And so you go and you inspect, and you're like, no, this thing, it blew apart like Dean's head did.
Okay, so the brain escaped.
The brain escaped. That would be your presumption, yeah.
Yeah.
Escaped and went down the hole.
Leo asked loudly, so wait, how big is the hole?
Like 6 feet wide.
Okay. I ask if anybody can cast light.
Is there?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I can.
I pick up one of the bodies and say, cast light on this.
I
Non-organic
cast a
material.
light on it.
Huh? It's got clothing on it?
Yeah, you can. Okay.
Let's see.
I cast a light on his shirt.
Okay.
Throw the
Light.
scrapper shirt down.
Heave it down as hard as I can.
You would you heave this
Do
down.
I see that happening?
Yeah.
Have I walked in at that point?
Oh yeah.
I go, Leo, you could have just thrown the shirt.
No, there's purpose to this.
Now we need to see if the
Yeah,
body
I'm
can
sure
fit.
there was, and I cast Detect Evil and Good.
So Leo kind of pings off your senses a little bit,
I
But-
turn back to you, I have red eyes. What?
but
What's wrong with you?
If the body fits, it must equip.
but you heave it down. Like I said, it's probably like 20 feet, just straight drop, and then it kind of like space shoots. Like think like Star Wars, how it's always like and then
Is there?
evens out. So it hits really hard, and then kind of like it rolls a few feet down.
Is there a surface level with this hole?
Yeah.
Does it look like it narrows, or is it just 6 feet all the way?
It seems pretty consistently 6 feet.
While
there
that's
anything
happening, I want to check the pockets of the bodies and see if there's anything identifying them in any way.
Maybe some
lockets.
coin. I don't know.
Regular people crap.
Yeah.
It would just be regular pocket
Riddling
stuff.
knife.
Yeah, like
Tobacco.
nothing.
I'm gonna hop down.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Now, mind you, also you would see that Cosmos does have a zombie hoisted over his shoulder.
I still want Leo to look at it and see if it has the mark of the red eye.
Man, that's right when you notice that me and him are probably jumping down that hole.
The zombie's coming with us then.
Worst.
I'll see if it has the mark of the red eye before I jump down.
You cannot.
Only Leo can.
Because I have the.
Leo has the gem that you can look through to see the markings of the red eye.
I look at it and I'm like,
Are the
I don't
markings
fucking
always in
know,
the
and
same
I jump in the
place,
hole.
or
Essentially, yeah.
Can I look at him with my eye and see if I see it just at us?
That's a great idea. I hadn't even thought of that. Yes. It does have the marking of the red eye.
Okay. I
We're
was
gonna
afraid
have
of
to
that.
go in back
I will
into the
communicate
caniculum and be
that
like, hey,
our
you're
friend
being a
is
dick.
doing not so friendly things.
Gee, who would have ever thought of that?
What?
I say before I jump down the hole.
All right, those of you jumping down the hole, except for Joe, you need to make me a dexterity save. Or I would allow an acrobatics or an athletics.
I
Doesn't
would
matter,
like.
it's on +9 for me.
I would like to fix a rope on something.
Okay,
It's my first photo.
I would allow you to do this.
29.
Yeah, you fucking, you don't have feather fall, but you feather fall down. Anyway, so you affix a rope, and you.
to clarify, so I don't have like slow. It's called slow fall as my monk ability, but it's more like just ninja. You land better. You don't actually fall slower.
Okay. Still.
But yeah,
So you
do
land.
it
I just
in
presumed
slow
you
motion.
walked down the wall.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
You land. I try to do the same thing. Get about a B+ on it.
Are you going down, Chris?
Yeah, they got a 9.
Roll me 2d6.
Oh!
Jake,
I'm in
15.
full plate.
you're
too.
fine.
I want to also kind of maybe bar the door to this place a little bit.
6.
You would.
Just jam it up with something.
Okay, yeah, you would be able to find something to kind of.
Put a chair against it.
Sounds
or
like a
Something.
sack of cans.
Just so that
got
there's
thrown
not
down.
a whole lot of them coming in behind us or something.
Yeah.
So I drop down and I'm like, ka-ching,
Like
ka-ching,
maybe I'll put some furniture in front of it. Or,
Yeah, you find maybe a couple old benches to wedge in there.
I can do that.
You find maybe like a couple of coins on the persons of these corpses, and you do that thing where like you wedge them into the
Get my change back in my
I
pocket.
don't fucking know.
jams and stuff.
Yeah, you wedge it into the
There are
jams,
benefits to wearing full
jams
plate,
and the cells.
the jams of the
acrobatics
cells.
is not one of them.
Then you go down.
Yeah, with my
It's gonna
rope.
fall like.
You don't have to make that roll. I'll let you climb down.
Any fall damage.
You leave the corpse behind,
It's
right?
ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I'm taking the zombie with me. No, I don't need it anymore.
Because you identified it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Try, old man.
Congratulations. you guys are now all subterranean.
Yep.
Dan, what's our stream time at?
It's time to eat pizza.
I think that's a great time to eat pizza. All right, Twitch people, we'll be back 5, maybe 10 minutes. We're gonna get some pizza, maybe eat a slice, and then we'll come back and you can watch us eat some more. YouTube people, thanks for fucking hanging out. We'll see you after the weekend. Yeah, that's the fucking thing. We'll be back.